Hi, I'm Tony Stefani with Hillside Christmas Tree Farm. I want to take a chance to take a moment to talk about setting up for photographers. I think having photographers on your farm is a nice business, added side little business to your side little revenue to your business. This year, I'm going to set up 4 different areas, 1 in the spruce and 3 down the driveway in our different fir fields. All our trees range in 4 to 8 foot. And what I do is I have a little sign here that we'll maybe do another video, or here's the link to that video too. A sign here guiding them to the different areas. In the past I only did 2, and this year I want to do 4. I'm feeling pretty good. We have the trees in height. I didn't have that in the past, but it's an easy way. So things that I think are important when dealing with photographers is have a policy, guidelines, rules for them that you can share with them. 2, you're familiar with your farm. They're not. So have a map, give them directions, give them things to give to their clients, right? They're going to be at that location and people are going to cycle through. So they need to know how to get their clients to the location on your farm if you have more than one. So we do that with signs and arrows and walking through the fields. So guiding them through the fields. Next, have your fields clean, right? These people are dressed up. They don't want to walk through weeds. Cut the grass in the areas, make it easy. Next one, if you want to include props, you can. If not, you don't have to. We are this year. A couple years ago when I did really well with this is I had a picnic table and a little small metal tractor, and I think I had maybe a wagon, but the tree carts may be possible too. So this year I'm going to put a tree cart and a small metal tractor with every location, so they can use that if they'd like. And yeah. Second, if you have the manpower, you could open up your gift shop and run it from the barn. I don't know if I will. I'm not there yet. I think I'll do that in a couple of years when the trees closer to the barn are open. So, yeah, could make some little side revenue on the farm, let alone just renting the photographer. We book, locations and work directly with the photographer. And then the photographer, we just lease the space essentially. So, some places will hire a photographer on site, and then the farm will host maybe a photo shoot. Maybe that's something we'll do in the future, but I'm not there yet. Once the trees probably are closer to the barn already, that might be something I consider. So just a thought. I know some people are the complete opposite, where photography is just a burden for them when they get contacted and this and that. The other way is to price yourself out of it, right? Make it worth it. If you don't think it's worth the headache, hey, charging $500 for a photo shoot might make it worth it, right? And those photographers that want to pay it may pay it. So to each their own. I think it's a good way. I was doing really well a couple years ago, then I hurt my back and I didn't want to mess with. I took it easy for a couple years. Now I'm feeling very strong and back to it, and I want to work pretty hard again. So here we go. Wish me luck. I just made a video kind of describing working with the photographers for them, right? Trying to sell it. So yeah. All right. Let me know what you do. Do you work with photographers? Do you do a field day? Do you just lease the section? So a lot of different options. It is about 1:30 now and getting to be high 80s, and I can feel myself just sweating just standing here. We finished up our big field of pruning, so yeah, time to call it a day. I think I got out here at 5:45 to shear what was still in the 70s. So all right, that does it for me. Thanks again. Let me know your thoughts on photography and what you do. We also don't do the photography while we're open, because I don't want to. We rope off fields and we allow the photographers in those fields, and I don't want to deal with that hassle while we're open. So, all right, thanks, and yeah, happy August 10th. So, man, what Dad was talking about, the dog days of summer. Man, here we are, just green, hot, good stuff. All right. I'll stop rambling. Thanks.